Welcome to Automotive Basic Knowledge. Let's talk about how a 4-stroke gasoline engine works. A 4-stroke engine is internal combustion engine in which the piston completes the 4 separate strokes while turning the crankshaft. A stroke refers to the full travel of the piston along the cylinder, in either direction. Let's take a look at the basic internal parts of the 4-stroke engine. Inside the engine block there is a crankshaft, piston rods are attached to crankshaft, piston are attached on the piston rods at the crankshaft turns it cause the lifter to make each piston to move up and down. At the top of the crankshaft there is a camshaft which is connected to the crankshaft gear and timing belt. While the crankshaft is making the piston up and down, the camshaft is making to turn the valves to open and close. Let's now take a look how the combustion create piston motion. In the first stroke, also known as induction or suction. This stroke of the piston begins at top dead center or TDC. And ends at bottom dead center or BDC. In this stroke the piston travels downward and the exhaust valve is closed while the intake valve must be in the open position. A mixture of air from the atmosphere and a minor amount of gas from the electronic fuel injector drowning into the cylinder. This is called intake stroke. On the second stroke, this stroke begins at BDC or just at the end of the suction stroke, and ends at TDC. In this stroke the exhaust valve and intake valve are closed while the piston travels upward to compressing the air-fuel mixture to make a highly combustible mixture. This is called compression stroke. At the third stroke, also known as power or combustion. This is the start of the second revolution of the 4-stroke cycle. At this point the crankshaft has completed a full 360-degree revolution. While the piston is at TDC or end of the compression stroke. At this point the compressed air-fuel mixture is ignited by a spark plug fires forcefully returning the piston to BDC by the pressure wave of the combustion fuel-air mixture. This stroke produces mechanical work from the engine to turn the crankshaft. This is called combustion stroke. The fourth stroke is the exhaust stroke, also known as outlet. During the exhaust stroke the piston travels upwards, once again, returns from BDC to TDC. While the exhaust valve is open and the intake valve is closed. This action expels the spent air-fuel mixture through the exhaust valve. When the piston reached the TDC of the stroke the cycle begins all over again. It takes one up and down motion or 2 stroke of the piston to create 1 revolution of the crankshaft or RPM revolution per minute. It's how many times the crankshaft rotate within that minute. The crankshaft make turn 5000 RPM or 83 times per second. Meanwhile the piston travels up and down 166 times at the same second. Want to see how fast it is? Now that's past. Let's see it again. Amazingly the 4-stroke engine EFI that is smoothly, quietly, and reliably for years and years of operations.